Our very special journey continues. For the past 10 years, I have been on the ground, in clinics, in hospitals, delivering care as a physician. I've seen how HIV/AIDS and malaria and tuberculosis are ravaging societies, hollowing out those societies. I've been able to operate in the southern Sudan, in the Nuba Mountains in the middle of Sudan, in southwest Kenya, in Maputo, Mozambique, and I've seen the range of what is needed. What the American people need to know is that their dollars are making a difference in reversing the course of HIV/AIDS and malaria and tuberculosis. Today, we will journey to Maputo Central Hospital, a referral center for about 4 million people who come who otherwise would see no health care. I'll be participating in an operation for a complication of tuberculosis, a disease which kills about 2 million people a year, a disease we can prevent and a disease we can treat. Today I'm operating with Dr. Itilio here at Maputo General Hospital. The patient is a 60-year-old man who's had a 4-year history of fevers and night sweats, but what he has now is a huge lung infection as a complication of one of the most common diseases right here, not only in Maputo, but throughout the continent of Africa, tuberculosis. Our plans will be to take out that entire right lung, staying out of the field of the infection and closing off the leakage from the windpipe. Tuberculosis kills about 2 million people a year, and malaria 1 million a year. Tuberculosis is rapidly increasing around the world, in large part because of the HIV/AIDS infections that we are seeing. Today's patient has a complication of a tuberculosis infection, an infection that we probably wouldn't have seen 15 years ago, but because this patient has HIV/AIDS, we've seen an explosion in that infection. I wanted to come out for a second and let you know the patient is doing very well. We've just taken out the right lung, the infected lung, and then we're going to go after the source of the infection. There are approximately 2.5 million people that die of HIV/AIDS every year. In all likelihood, another 20, 30, or even 40 million people will die. There are 28,000 children who are going to die over the next 24 hours, most of them in Africa, in this part of the world. The good news is it doesn't take heart transplantation to cure them, to treat them, to prevent those deaths. Indeed, 2/3 of those 28,000 deaths over the next 24 hours can be prevented by simple things like clean water, like vitamin A, like vaccines. These are cheap, they're inexpensive, and we know that they work.